MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com, State Farm, and WeatherTech.
Most of us have some kind of seasonal equipment or a custom vehicle or something that sits for long periods of time, yet has an internal combustion engine. Well, if you have that, you have to take special care if you want to let it sit for any extended period of time without damage. First is fresh oil. Oil picks up acids as it's used. You don't want those acids inside your engine, so fresh oil is important. Next thing is coolant. If it's liquid cooled, you want fresh coolant because coolant deteriorates even as it sits. You want the proper type and you want it to be fresh. Gasoline. You want the gasoline in the tank. You want the tank full and the gasoline to be treated with the proper type of stabilant so that the fuel does not go bad and gum up the carburetor or the fuel injectors. Very important. Also, brake fluid. Brake fluid is hygroscopic. It absorbs and attracts moisture. And just by sitting, it can attract enough moisture that it damages brake parts. So fresh brake fluid, and that's all cars every 2 years, no matter what. Tires, well, one thing that you can do is that you can pump the tires up, overinflate them. Don't go beyond the maximum on the sidewall of the tire, but higher pressure will help keep them from flat spotting. And speaking of flat spotting, how about jack stands? That's the better way to go. Jack the car up, position the stands under it, make sure the stands are as close to the wheels as possible so when you bring the car down, the springs will be loaded. If you leave the springs unloaded, not good for them. And don't forget the top part of the engine. This is fogging oil. You want to follow the directions on the can to the letter, because if you don't, you could damage something. Fogging oil will lubricate the top parts of the engine and keep them in good condition. Helps prevent rust on things like valves and so on. And let's not forget the battery in our car. This is something we don't want to do. We don't want to use a battery charger. We want to use a battery maintainer. The maintainer will keep the battery at a level state of charge and won't overcharge it like a battery charger would. And a big shout out to Justin Nelson for loaning us his gorgeous 1950 Chevrolet truck here. I saw it at a car show that I judged. I felt that it was best of show, and he's kind enough to let us use it here on the set. And if you have a question or a comment, drop me a line right here at MotorWeek.